play some Fallout New Vegas today. You know, it's strange. Played some Fallout New Vegas just the other day. Or not Fallout New Vegas, sorry, we're playing Fallout 76. Excuse me. Yeah, we're just gonna be messing around. You know, there's not much point to the Fallout games. There's even less point to the Fallout 76 game, to the MMOs. But that's what makes it kind of fun. It says free. Go for it. Sweet. Okay, let's play. Oh wow, there's new modes. Quantum World, what's this? Do not share progression with adventure. Certain account rewards cannot be earned. What's that mean? Max players 24 do not share progression with adventure. Does not share progression with adventure. What's that mean? I don't know. Let's see. Private, that's locked. Custom, max 8 players does not share progression with adventure. Certain rewards. You know, I got no idea what this stuff means. So I'm just gonna play regular adventure mode. Okay. So what are we up to? Well, we're gonna try our best to fill dead air. I had no plan for this stream. I got extra time today, so I'm gonna mess around on Fallout 76 and just try to fill dead air, I guess. So yeah, last stream we were talking about Hephaestus and all that stuff. You gotta keep in mind, please forgive me if my Greek lore is a bit off. Best education I got on it was a small paperback back in like 1998, so you know, it's been a while since I've studied up on it, and that book was made for children, so it's chances are the integrity of my information when it comes to that subject matter is probably way off from whatever you got available to you. So anyways, we're here in Fallout 76. You know, the funny thing about Fallout 76 is, according to the media, these guys want to make Fallout 76 to reflect more on mythology, on local lore and legends, than on science fiction. So if you notice, a lot of the older Fallout games, they heavily revolve on pop culture, so Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, things of that sort. Supposedly, Fallout 76 is supposed to reflect more on legends, lore, and mythology of Americana culture, more so than it reflects on real life stories and events. So, like for example, in Fallout New Vegas, there's a place called Nipton that's loosely associated or based on a place in Vegas that's loosely associated or based on a historical event that had happened where a bunch of well, I think it's a single rancher. I can't quite remember the story, but basically, the way I remember it is a rancher he's got a struggling ranch full of chickens, and you know, he's having some trouble keeping it afloat, and happens to be there's a madame, you know, a woman in charge of prostitutes that says, hey, me and my prostitutes got nowhere to go, and your ranch is struggling and my prostitutes are hungry. You give us eggs and you let us stay at your ranch, and we'll keep your ranch from going under. And the guy goes, okay, well, that sounds like a deal to me. So they strike a bargain, and next thing you know, there's the legend of the chicken ranch. Basically, every rich politician's son ends up there, and in the warm arms of a woman with a belly full of scrambled eggs. If you don't know the story, look it up. I'm sure there's a better description than what I just gave you out there. Oh wow, this guy's just got his place open. But yeah, there's a place in Fallout. Yeah, there's a place in Fallout New Vegas loosely based on that historical event, and I want to say that the direction with Fallout 76 is supposed to be more based on mythology, local Americana mythology and folklore, more so than it's based on American history and American historical events and movies, movie culture, TV culture. So we're focused more on spoken stories than on filmology or whatever, than the stories that use the media of film to transfer those stories. In Fallout 76, the stories conveyed are more based on stories that have been vocally transferred, supposedly, from what the media implies to us. And also on their Twitter, on the whoever's in charge of Fallout's Twitter, they're always like, hey, share your stories. And it's like, you know, you're paying people to research these stories. Why should I just give it up for free? I mean, your company has never listened to anything I've suggested to you, so why should I suggest stuff to you for free when I give it to you for free, you don't appreciate it, you know? If it's been pearls to swine every time, why should I give you what you're asking for this time? But yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms. Don't know why I got into that. So yeah, here we are in Fallout 76, traveling around, doing our thing. What do we want to do this time? Well, first of all, let's not get killed. That sounds like a plan. Let's not get killed. How are we not going to get killed? Well, nah. How are we going to not get killed? Well, what we can do is probably stay safe in this hotel. So let's hang out in this hotel for a while. Let's live the life of an NPC. Let's live the life of an NPC. So here we are. Let's sit on the bench. Oh, hey, we just discovered a new place. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. You know, Mama said, life is like a box of chocolates. Don't always know what you're gonna get. See, I got this cooler. Got this bench. Forrest Gump. Everyone, watch the movie if you haven't already. It's pretty good. Okay, so that's enough of that. You know, I'm gonna get bored of this really fast. You know, maybe I should have chose a different game. See, the problem is I could play this game for hours. I could play any game, just about, for hours. But the thing is, I'm not very good at this game. I'm just simply not very good at Fallout 76. And so, my goal of not dying could be pretty difficult to stick to and keep it interesting. So if I want to keep it interesting and not die, I'm gonna have to just ramble on about whatever. I guess, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's create a quest for ourselves. Our quest.
Never seemed to end.
Our quest is gonna be turn off all radios in this area. Hey, a bottle of vodka. Let's take that and sell that. I guess that's what we could do. We could just clear this place out, just sell everything in it. Go junk scrapping or whatever. That could be an option. Wow, this headset's really choppy. I wonder if you guys are hearing me proper or if it sounds like digital garbage. Maybe a mix of both.
We really need to clean up around here.
Okay. What do we got going? Any medication? Hey, look at that. And cyclotats. Yeah, so we're gonna have to find something to do with ourselves. Hey, look at TV. You know, tube televisions, not very common nowadays, especially up north. I'm guessing the moist air up north, or maybe it's the dry air, not too sure, but something up. So northerners, people that claim to live up north mention it's very difficult to find a tube television. Now, from where I'm from, it's really deep south, and I'm not talking about south like Dixie. I mean south, south, south. Like, is this America or is this Mexico level south? And anyways, TV seem to do well here. They seem to do pretty well here. At least the older types. So if you're ever in the market looking for a tube television to bring to your Super Smash Bros. Tournament or whatever, maybe consider traveling south and checking out the Goodwills there, because chances are you might find one.
While
You won't find much
here,
else though.
why not grab a
See, the
stem
thing is,
pack
while
or
things
two?
do last a while here, not much is available. So like, you know, up in more busy areas, your local Goodwills might have things like video games, things of that sort.
Overseer
Good chances.
lady said more people
Oh, look at all
would
this stuff.
be coming.
Good chances
It's nice to
if
meet
you find something for sale here, it might be damaged and it might be in poor shape. But I mean, it'll might still kind of work. I don't know.
It sure
Okay.
is great
Yeah, we got
to
what we
see
needed.
living human beings again.
So yeah, we're just hanging out here in Flatwoods, doing our thing. Bonesaw. Let's start with the aid first, because chances are we're not going to have to worry too much if we just collect the aid. And you know what? I'm gonna shut off the music on the off chance of DMCA or whatever. How do we do this? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, settings. Audio. Master, let's turn down master value kind of low. We're gonna turn music way off. Radios off. Music off. Pip-Boy radio off. Okay, and let's turn up voice effects, footsteps. Let's turn chat way down. Yeah, we don't want to hear what people are saying. Okay, that looks about right. Sweet. We don't have to worry about that too much. Okay,
Hey,
so let's travel around. Let's see what's up here.
if you need
Yeah, I used to always come up here.
supplies,
This is
got
a
you covered.
decent place to check out. There's usually, yeah, that pastor uniform. Is that available? No, they don't got it this time. Oh well. Okay. There's usually a rad roach up in this room. Yeah, there he is. Yum yum. We got some lobster. Yeah, I like to think of rad roach as kind of like lobster, or you know, any kind of insect, or not insect, any kind of sea creature. There's our good old box of sugar bombs. Nuka-Cola, we'll take that, and the melon. So yeah, traditionally what you want to do is take what aid you can first. After you take the aid, then go ahead and go for junk.
Overseer lady
Chances are somebody's
said
going to take the
more
aid before you,
people would
and they
be
probably got
coming.
plenty of
It's
caps. You
nice
know, in fact,
to
I
meet
should
you.
probably start spending some of these caps I got. Because at this point, I've got a few. Yeah, let's go ahead and spend some of these caps. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, you can reset the log. So when you go logging, so if I go around collecting wood logs, they're going to be harvested, and I cannot reharvest them. But if I remember correctly, you can reset the logs by fast traveling, which is what we're about to do. That's the main reason to collect caps, so that you can fast travel as you please. So let's check out this camp, and we're immortal right now, so there's no way these guys are going to kill us. Because we're like level 3. You can't kill somebody who's level 3. It's just, that's part of the rules. You got to be level 5 to get killed or whatever. Anyways, let's check this guy's camp out. By the way, this is somebody who has a bounty on their head, so there's a good chance they would like to kill me if at all possible. The problem is, they can't kill me because I'm level 3. I got to be level 5 in order to play into their trap, and they've set a good trap. They've made their camp have a store which you can fast travel to. and they're deadly. You know, they got Oh gosh. Hello, hello. Is my microphone working? Okay, my microphone does seem to be working now. That's good. Sweet. Okay, so this guy's got... Hopefully he's not going to try to murder me, but even if he does, I am semi-immortal right now, so I got that at least going for me. Pretty freaky place he's got. Let's see what he's got for sale. A lot of weird stuff. Let's buy it. Are we out of caps? Looks like we're just about out of caps. Okay, and let's buy... Does he have anything for sale that's one cap outside of the ammunition? There we go. We've spent everything.
Mutations change your food preferences. Not that I want to find out personally.
Okay, let's dip. Let's get out of here. It's got a nice spooky place. Thankfully he didn't lock the door, so this is not a murder house. Now he may have a bounty on his head, but I guess this guy's a decent dude who's not going to kill us. Now it could also be because he sees us on the map and sees that we are indeed level 3, which means that even if he wanted to kill us, it's simply not an option to kill us at this current time. So we're lucky in that sense. And by the way, I'm thinking about scrapping this character after it reaches level 5. Who wants to be mortal? Being mortal sucks. We could just be level 1 to 5 from now on. Just when this character reaches level 5, we'll just make a new one. Keep it bare bones or whatever. No, as little property as possible. Okay. What do we got? We just purchased a whole lot of stuff. What's Pash suit? It's like a Doctor Who looking suit. Weathered hat. Oh wow. No. No, I don't like that. What about this hood? Okay, I mean... spooky. You know... Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, no. We're gonna sell this stuff off. We don't need this stuff. You know, if the guy needs it that bad, he can always buy it back from the shop. And this is like the easiest shop to get to, so nothing's stopping him. And you know, maybe he could have used the caps. Who knows? I mean, he had the stuff for sale, so it's not like it's a problem that we bought it just to sell it off to the robot. And heck, maybe not everybody wants to travel to the camp of a bounty hunter, so, you know, maybe I'm doing the community a service by going to the bounty hunter's camp while I'm immortal, buying up all his junk that he has for sale, and then taking it to the general store where people don't have to worry about getting murked by bounty hunters. I mean, by, bandits or whatever, wanted men. Okay, let's get a marker over here. What is that? Okay, maybe that isn't a wanted man. What does that mean? This toxic sign. Oh, that's right. We just spent all our caps. Oh, well. And what did we pick up again? A bunch of clothes? Did we pick up any weapons? Oh, plans. We picked up a bunch of plans. I wonder if I can sell these plans. Hopefully. Let's keep on traveling. So you'll notice there's a lot of these spirally fern things in Fallout 76. If you didn't know, people use those to cook. They call them fern snaps. They call them fern snaps, or maybe they just call them snaps. But the deal is, they cut off the tips of these ferns while they're green, usually in the spring. So I guess slightly before now, in time. And it's usually up north and in Canada. And what they do is they freeze them. They freeze them while they're in season. I believe they blanch and then freeze them so that they're a bit cleaner in storage. And then after, a while, whenever they have the hunger, the people who have these snaps frozen in their freezer fry them up. Apparently, these fern snaps are delicious fried. So, yeah, from my understanding, that is how ferns can be consumed and enjoyed by people on the kitchen table. Oh, yeah. We got some chugging. We got some chugging. Chug-a-luggin'. Okay. I mean, this is kind of... So from my understanding, Fallout 76 is basically Fallout 4 that's been tinkered with. And Fallout 4, if you didn't know, can be difficult to run. I've heard that on PS4, it's extremely difficult to run Fallout 4, especially if you've modded it. And I know for a fact that on Xbox, if you have the option between Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, not Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas, oftentimes Fallout New Vegas is going to run a bit better, and Fallout New Vegas is famous for running pretty bad. And that's just my opinion. Now, I haven't played much Fallout 4. I've played maybe 20 hours total, not much. Whereas Fallout New Vegas, I've played quite a bit. But when it comes to chuggy games, I'm not the most opposed. You know, if you watch this channel, you know I'm an Ark player, an Ark Survival Evolved player. And that game, I've been playing that game since preview mode on Xbox. So pre-release. And I can tell you for a fact that game has had some problems. That is a problem game. It was back then. It is to this day. Now, the problems have decreased significantly, but the player base has also decreased significantly. So there's that. And, some of the problems that decreased have actually propped back up. See, the thing is, the way it kind of looks, the way it's going for Ark Survival Evolved, is it seems like they may be going for the Call of Duty approach. So I don't know if you're a fan of Call of Duty games. I myself am not a fan of Call of Duty games, but I know people who like Call of Duty. And Call of Duty, once every 5 years or so, they come out with a new game that they dump all their resources in. They completely abandon the previous game. Hackers take it over, and the previous game, the online mode, becomes practically unplayable. You end up paralyzed and helplessly watching as the world around you burns. And people, roller skate all over the place. Or ice skate all over the place. Their bodies dragging without walking. At incredibly high speeds. So, the reason that happens oftentimes is the Call of Duty company devotes their resources to the new game. And they, for the most part, for lack of a better word, abandon the previous game and the previous game servers, and basically hand the keys over to the hackers. Because it's kind of like, let's say you had this car and you took it to a car show. Well, the car show's over. Everybody wants to see the next model of car. They don't want to watch the previous model. So what you do is you hand the keys over to a guy who runs a roller derby, or not a roller derby, a demolition derby. And he's able to extract value or currency from your car that nobody wants to see at the car show anymore at the roller derby. So he totally just breaks and destroys your game. And for pennies, but it's pennies that you wouldn't have been able to earn at the car show because nobody at the car show wants to see the previous make and model anymore. So I think Ark is going to go through that process where basically they're going to release Ark 2, the new model, and hand the keys over to the hackers for the previous game and let them have their fun. And the reason I say that is that's literally what they did with Legacy. So if you didn't know, Ark has a bit of a complex history. When I played the preview mode, we played on servers that later on became labeled legacy servers. And the reason they were labeled legacy servers was because a lot happened on those servers that Ark wanted to distance themselves from, that they didn't want to be associated with. Now, the problem is players had sunk a lot of time into those legacy servers. So to outright delete all legacy servers would have caused outrage in the community. But at the same time, Ark did want to distance themselves from events that occurred on those legacy servers. If you knew what had occurred on those legacy servers, you too might want to distance yourself from the events that occurred on those legacy servers. So basically, they abandoned the legacy servers. They kept them running, but they abandoned them. And basically, it was kind of an unspoken rule. It was like, you know, if you get hacked and your Xbox broken or data mined or whatever on Legacy, that's your own fault. We take no responsibility. We're not going to enforce the rules on Legacy. But we're also going to enforce the rules as we please. So it was kind of like, Legacy is kind of like Wild Wild West. Like, you could end up getting your stuff smashed by hackers and by the game devs themselves, or nothing can happen. But either way, it no longer became a place that the main resources available to the team wanted to associate themselves with. So, yeah. What I can see happening with Ark 1 and Ark 2 might be something similar to when Ark split off between Legacy and new servers, where basically they want to distance themselves from the first game and slowly pull their resources away from that game and leave people to do what they will.
Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area.
That's what I would guess the deal with Ark 1 and 2 would be. And you know, a lot of people did stay behind on Legacy. Not everyone moved to the new servers, so I can see something similar happening with Ark 2 and Ark 1. Some people might be like, hey, you know what? Even if you guys hand over the whole game to the hackers, at the very least, I'm not going to let you fool me twice. I'm going to play this game as long as I can, and when you guys allow it to get broken to the point of being unplayable, I'm going to use that knowledge to avoid, you know, falling victim to your predatory ways again. So I'm just going to avoid purchasing any more products from you guys. I'm going to use this product as long as it is available, but in no way, shape, or form am I going to consider handing any more money to your company. Is what I see some people might be their perspective. Not my perspective, but some people's perspective might be something like that. But yeah, that's, I don't know how I got on that subject. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm just trying to fill dead air. Okay, well, now we're resting. By the way, in Fallout 76, if you rest, your health will increase over time. And that is very helpful, because it's a free way to increase your health. Now, I'm resting in public, because once again, I am below level 5, which means that I am in a more petty form than true immortality. I am a type of immortal at the time being. I cannot be killed by other players. I can be killed by the environment. I can be killed by sickness. I can be killed by many things, but the one thing I cannot be killed by until I reach level 5 is another player.
With
So there's at least that.
Little
That's nice.
you'll do just fine out there.
So what do we got going? Resting. Health is almost totally recharged. That's good. What do we want to do after this? How many caps we got? Oh, that's right. I can't check my Pip-Boy from this menu, from the sleeping menu or whatever. Let's check our Pip-Boy. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we've got, how many caps we got? We got 32 caps. What's that gonna afford us? Not much. Not much at all. And we got some plans. We got a couple plans. Let's store some of these plans in one of these file cabinets for other players to find. Let's store some of this ammunition as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't want any of this junk. This character is kind of a throwaway character until level 5.
She's the best guardian a girl could have.
So we're going to leave that junk available for anybody who needs it. And we don't need any of that junk as well. But you know what? We might take this cotton yarn and sell that. Because, hey, why not? It's a cap. Oh, we can't sell it. Oh, well. I guess let's store this cotton yarn in this file cabinet. You know, maybe somebody will need it at some point. Store. Okay, let's hang out in the bar for a while. Maybe we can find something to do. Or we'll just rest. That could be nice too, just resting. Oh, whoa, there's a ghoul? What is he doing in here? You know, let's go upstairs where this ghoul can't bother us. That'll be nice. Hey, here's a nice seat. Yeah, this is nice. So you'll notice this bar has a, you know, it's not in the best shape, but it's in functioning enough order. They've got art pieces, and if you didn't know, at a lot of bars, restaurants, and inns, the art you find on the wall is often for sale. So, what artists do is they make an arrangement with the shop owner, whether the shop owner be the owner of a bistro, a cafe, an inn, a hotel, or a motel, ice cream parlor, whatever. Oftentimes, artists become associated with these places of recreation, rest, hydration, and food. And their arrangement is often, look, I have these paintings that I need to sell, and your place of recreation could use some uplifting images. So let's work a deal. You get to display my beautiful works, and in return, if anybody wishes to buy one of those works, I would like you to sell that painting to them, and give me a percentage of the profits and funds that you acquired from that sale. And at the very least, even if you do not sell my painting, I will get exposure. People will say, "Oh, I remember seeing that painting. I remember that painting. That I have fond memories. I proposed to my wife when I saw that painting in the restaurant, and I would love to buy that painting now, or I would love to buy a painting by that artist because I like their work. I have fond memories that involve that artist's work." So you can see how this kind of works. It just works. Well, anyways, I think I'm going to call it a stream here and just take a break for a while. So thank you all so much for tuning in. This is a charity stream, so if you get the chance, please check out the links in the description and possibly consider donating to one of the charitable organizations that are in the links. And even if you cannot donate, maybe just read about their mission and see what they're all about and just absorb that information. Maybe you too can help their cause. Anyways, that's going to be all for now. Goodbye, everyone. Farewell. Farewell. Goodbye. Farewell.